Hi, everybody. Hello, welcome. And I'm Dr. Chris, and thank you very much for joining me on lesson five. Here we are again. Thank you ever so much for your comments over the last few lessons. It's been really, really good to know that these lessons have been useful for you. I've got lots to share with you today, so we're going to get straight on to it. But how about we warm up in the usual way? Okay, so let's get on to your piano or your keyboard. And what I'd like you to do, first of all, is with our right hand, let's put right hand thumb on middle C. Okay, and hopefully it should be this note here. There we go. And you know the drill by now. I'm going to play you a phrase, and I'd like you to copy what I play. Okay? Here we go. Ready, and your turn. Here we go. And one more. Okay, so I hope that was okay. You got the drill by now, all right? We're going to try it one more time, and this time I'm going to change the rhythms a little bit. So instead of me just playing 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, you might hear me alter the lengths of some of those notes. So you're going to hear a few notes that are a little bit shorter. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so one more time. Here we go. 2, ready, and you'll go. Okay. Great. Okay, well done. So I hope that helped. And the thing about that exercise, of course, with these lessons, you can always rewind the video and try again. Try not to look at the screen when you're obviously playing, okay? Try and listen to what you can hear first of all. And you probably noticed there that I started with every phrase. I started on middle C, okay? So that's a good help as well, a little bit of a clue. It'll always start on middle C with those. So there we go. And over the last few weeks, we've talked about the notes on the piano, and we've talked a little bit about rhythm as well. And last lesson, we started reading music as well, and we're going to do a bit more of that today. But first of all, brand new piece, brand new song. We're off to Sweden for our next one, and a piece of music by Abba. And I wonder if you can guess from the rhythm that I'm going to clap you what the song is. Which one is it? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay. So if you're not familiar with the music of ABBA, that may not have worked. But for those of you that are, have a listen again. Okay, now if you guessed it, the answer is Supertrouper, and it's just an example of how rhythm is really powerful. In actual fact, when you're playing the piano or the keyboard, I would say that rhythm is probably more important than notes. For example, if I played you something like this. Okay, so no prizes for guessing that one. That was Happy Birthday, but obviously I wasn't playing any different rhythm patterns. All the notes I was playing there were all the same length. And it doesn't quite go like that, does it? We have to use notes that are different lengths. We have to do this. And by the way, happy birthday if it is your birthday today, or anyone in your family. So there's an example of how important rhythm is. So we're going to start to learn Supertrouper together. And before we look at the notes on the piano, what I want you to do is I want you to clap with me. And we're going to start off by clapping the rhythm, the rhythm patterns, the note lengths of the beginning of the piece. We're not going to do the whole piece, just the introduction, okay? So what we're going to learn, first of all, is the main part of the song. So the bit that goes... that bit, okay? And that's what I want you to clap, okay? So we're going to do this. We're going to say ta, 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 te, 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 ta, ta. Okay, I'll do it again. Have a listen, and then it shall go. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so it's easier to follow. Here we go. Ready? Ta, 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 te, 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 ta, ta. Okay? All right. Now it shall go. Okay? One more time. Here we go. Ready, steady, go. Ta, 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 te, 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 ta, ta. Okay? One more time. Okay. Ready, steady, go. Ta, 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 te, 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 ta, ta. Great. Good. Well, that's going to help because now we're going to put that rhythm to some notes. Okay? So, piano view. Here we go. Do you remember when we first started these series of lessons, we were doing Ode to Joy? Remember that one? And funnily enough, Supertrouper starts on the same note as Ode to Joy. What's this note? Okay, that's an E. Remember how we went C, D, E, and we keep going, F, G, and after G the pattern repeats, the alphabet pattern, A, B, C, and so on and so on. Okay, but we're going to start on E. And what finger am I using to play E? Yep, I'm using finger 3, okay? Because when we're doing fingering on our piano, thumbs are always number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, do you remember when we were doing Ode to Joy together and I was teaching you it by finger number? Now, I thought what we'd do is we'd start off by doing that as well. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to say 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay, I'm going to play it for you again. Here we go. 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay, right, so this time I'll play it one more time and then I want you to have a go. Okay, so you copy me, you echo me. Ready, steady, go. 3, 3, 4, 4. 3, 3, 4, 4. That's good. Let's do that again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 3, 3, 4, 4. You. 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay, good. We made a start. Now, the next bit, this was the bit where the notes started to speed up. They got quicker. And we're doing this. We start again on 3, and we're going to do this. Okay, and there was our rhythm. Remember we did te, 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 ta, ta? Well, that's this bit. Okay, and it does this. So if you want to play with me this time, and the finger numbers we need for this bit are 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. I think we might need to practice that a few times, okay? So we'll try that again. 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we'll do it one more time, and then we're going to add that to the first bit. Here we go. So starting on 3, watch me first, then you play it. Here we go. 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now with me. Are you ready? Third finger on E. Here we go. Ready, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Great. Okay, now we're going to add those two bits together. Watch and listen first, and then I'll ask you to play it for me. Here we go. So this is going right from the beginning. Here we go. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. I'll play play it again without the finger numbers. Just listen to the melody. Okay. Okay, now it's your turn. We're going to put that together. We're going to do it slowly. Okay, so here we go. Listen to me first, and then you play it. Here we go. Ready, play. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, all right. Now it's your go. Starting from the very beginning. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's do that one more time and then we'll do the next part of the song. Here we go. Ready? Third finger. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, those notes are quite quick, aren't they? Okay, so you might need to practice that a little bit. And don't worry, if that passage where the notes get quicker is proving a little bit tricky, yeah, it may well do. Again, you can always rewind this video and practice that little part, okay? If you've got that, the next phrase goes a little bit like this, okay? It's easier. So for the next phrase, we're going to start on finger 4, and we're going to go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Now, I played that twice. Did you hear that? Because that's what happens in the song. So we go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Okay? All right, now it's your go. Here we go. We'll do it a little bit slower. Starting with the finger 4 on F. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. And again. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Finger 4 on F. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. And again. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. 2, 2, 2. Okay, I think it's time to elaborate the orchestration a little bit. So I'm going to call up my drummer here on my iPad. It's connected through to my piano on Bluetooth. So we're going to do what we've just played. We're going to go right back to the beginning and we're going to try and put it all together. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to show you how it goes first and then you can join in. Okay, so I'm going to play from the beginning. Here we go. Okay, like that. Do you want to have a go? Let's try this. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning, third finger on A. Okay, if it doesn't work out, don't worry, we can always practice this again. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, let's do that one more time, and this time I'm going to tell you what the finger numbers are. Okay, I think we'll leave the backing track for this because what I want to do is make sure that you're happy with the fingers and the notes. So we're going to do it really slowly, okay, but follow along. Okay, so third finger on E. Here we go. Ready, steady, play. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. And again, here it goes, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Okay, so really there's some really easy bits there. The bit that's a bit tricky perhaps is this bit. And it might help to think that it starts on finger 3. It goes 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. If you look at that direction of where the notes are going, we start 3, we go down a step, go up some stairs, and back down again. Look. So we're not really skipping about or doing anything like that. Okay. So there's just one more part of the piece to do. But before we do that, did you notice that in the second phrase, when we played this bit, we had a really long note? And actually that note lasted for 4 counts. And one of those notes would be ta, ah, ah, ah. Okay, 4 count note. So we go ta, ah, ah, ah. Ta, ah, ah, ah. Okay, so when you're practicing that, try and make sure that that long note lasts for 4 beats. Okay, so we're nearly done. We've got one more phrase to put onto the end of what we've just learnt. And for that, we need finger 2 on D. And it does this. So we're going to start with finger 2 on D. And the finger numbers you need for that bit, I'll do it really slowly. They go 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. Here it is again. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. And if we speed it up just a little bit, we get this. So it might be helpful if I played the whole thing, and then you can watch it and obviously rewind it if you need to, so that you know how the whole thing goes. Okay, I'll do it really slowly. And I'll say the finger numbers as well. 1, 2, from the start. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Ah, ah, ah. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Ah, ah, ah. 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. And a very quick example without any finger numbers, just so as you can hear how it should go. 1, 2, ready, and. Ta, ah, ah, ah. Okay, well, that's a challenge for you to practice and see how you get on for the next few days. And of course, we'll be back with our next lesson, and I'll show you a bit more about that. So that's one way of learning music, but of course, one of the things that I wanted to do for you in this session is to introduce you to how to read music, because in actual fact, as songs like Supertrouper become a little bit more complex and more involved, it becomes a little bit more challenging for me to show you it all by just giving you numbers. So one of the things we're going to try and do over the next few lessons is to just build up your confidence with reading music. Now, do you remember last lesson in lesson 4, we started to look at how music was written down. So let's go back to what we were doing back then. And we started off by saying that all music is written using a ladder. It's called a stave, but I always refer to it as a ladder because the thing is, I know that from down here, we have, sorry, let's just adjust my pointer. If notes are low on the ladder here, they're going to sound low down. And as I go up the ladder, like this, the notes will go higher. Okay, just a general point. And we introduced this symbol here, and we said that this was actually a musical symbol. It's got a lot of information inside it. What it's doing, really, it's a very elaborate arrow. It's actually pointing to the second line from the bottom, this one here. And this line here is what we call the G line. And that means that any note that we see on the G line is going to be a G. And for this note here, it's always going to be the G above middle C. Here's middle C. And the note that I've got my pointer around here, this note here, is G. Always going to be that note, okay? If you're playing music with a G clef, it's always going to be that note there. And then we said, well, look, that's fairly easy to remember, isn't it? Second line, G line. We've got the G clef to help us out. Let's have a little look down here. Oh, there's another note here. That's quite easy to remember as well because it's got its own line going through it. Okay, it doesn't actually live on the ladder like the rest of the notes. It's actually got its own little ladder rung, if you like, going through it. And that's going to be C. And once you know C and once you know G, then it's quite easy to say, oh, okay, I know how this works. We're going to have G on the G line, one step down is my next key. Now, can you see I went from G and I then stepped down to the next door note. As the note went one step down on the ladder, so I went one step down on my piano keyboard. Yeah, so here's G, one step down, F. We've got to think about the alphabet going backwards, haven't we? What's before F in the alphabet? Yep, it's E. And now it's going to be D. And now we're going to have C. Okay, so challenge for you. Here we go. Can you work out what those notes are? Well, the answer is, of course, there we go. There's our G on the G clef. And we've got G on the G line. We go one step down. And G again. Okay, well done. Here's another one for you. Okay, so this one doesn't start on the G line, but it actually starts on the other note we were introduced to, the one with its own ladder rung, if you like, going through it, which was middle C. Notice how it's not on the ladder, it's by itself. Go up one step, go up another step. Now here, watch out for this one, because look, there's a note there, there's a space. So when we're playing it on the piano, we play E. We skip over that space, which would be F, and we play G. And actually we know it's G because it's G on the G line. Can you see that? There's the G line, second line now. There we go, there's our G line, and there is G. So those four notes are C, D, E, and G. Okay, so let's put this into practice. And you remember last week we were doing a bit of Blowin' in the Wind, Bob Dylan. And I said to you last week that we went through, didn't we? We had a look at how to read the music and looking at the note values and how the note values combine with the position on the stave to make music. You can see here we're going to start off with the fourth finger on G and go A, G, and there's a skip there, look, so we're going to go down to, notice that, and then a skip above, and then we read the second line, G again, A again, step down to G, step down again, and then this note here, which is G. Now, last week I said we haven't explained why this note looks different. We haven't explained the curvy line and that little funny squiggle. I said I'd do it in this session. So what we have there, first of all, this note here, you can see it looks a bit different because it's got no stem. But you've already played one of those notes. Remember when I said to you when we were doing Supertrouper, I said that we had a note that was ta, ah, 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 a 4-beat note. Well, that's what a 4-beat note looks like. It's one of these. This one goes ta, ah, ah, ah. Now, if I play this line, I'm going to start from here. In fact, you can play along with me if you like. Notice how we've got to play G, and it's a 2-beat note. And this number here refers to our finger number. So I need to use 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put 4 on G to play this. And we're going to play G, 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 A, G, F, G. Let's do that again. Ready? Back here. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ah, 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 ta, ah, ah. Ah, okay, well actually, if you probably noticed, I held that note for longer than 4 beats. And that's why this curvy line is important, okay? Imagine this line is a bit of string, and it's joining 2 notes together. It's called a tie, just like you would tie 2 things together with a bit of string. And what a tie does is it combines the lengths of 2 notes. They have to be on the same line or space, but I have 4 beats here, and then I'll add that to this one here. How many beats is that worth? Remember? Yeah, it's 3. So we had 4, add 3. So if I play this note, I'm going to say it like this and count it like this. Ta, ah, 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 ta, ah, ah. Here it is again. Ta, ah, 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 ta, ah, ah. And then that leaves me with a gap at the end. And this is a symbol for a gap. Well, in music, we don't call it a gap. We call it a rest. And it's a silent count. So, in other words, I would feel the last beat of the bar. I could even count it if I wanted to, but I'm actually not going to play anything. So, it would go like this. Ta, ah, 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 ta, ah, ah, sh. Okay? A rest for the end. That's how you get gaps in music. Now, of course, that's only half of the piece. And I thought what we could do today is show you very, very quickly the second half. I've got some labels to show you. There we go. 4 beats, a tie, and a rest. Okay, so they're the 3 things we've just looked at. And here is the second half of the piece. Now, in actual fact, if you start to try and work this out, so if I go to the top here, you can see it's 4th finger on G. If I play this for you, okay, play it and see if you can read the music left to right as I play it. Well, you probably heard there that actually a lot of this first line was the same. So you've already learned that bit. The only bit really that you perhaps need to practice is this last line here. So let's see if we can together play this last line, okay? So what's this first note that we need here? There's our G line. It's 1 step lower than the G line. So on the piano, that means there's a G for the G line, and it's 1 step lower than the G line. It's going to be there. So we're going to do this. Finger 4, it tells us there, doesn't it? Finger 4. We're going to say finger 4 on F, and we're going to play this. Ta, ah, ta, 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 ah, ta, 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 ah, 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 ta, ah, ah, ah. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. Hang on a second. What did you do just before the end there? Well, as you can see from the music, I've put here second finger over with the circle around it. And this is why fingering and fingering numbers on keyboard music is so important, because if I didn't have any finger numbers, I'd be in a bit of a trouble. If I start from the beginning of the line again, oh, I've run out of fingers. What do I do next for that lower note, that B? Did you see how that B was one step lower than middle C? Yeah, there was middle C. And we went one step lower. Like that, okay? So, let's start again from the beginning of the line. Here we go. Finger 4 on F. Okay, now this time, I'm going to do what the finger number tells me to do. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play F, fourth finger. And then F, E, D, C, second finger over, and then back to thumb, finger 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's your go. Let's do this last line, okay? We're going to start with finger 4 on F. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and F, E, D, and then thumb, second, back to thumb. 2, 3, 4, ta, ah, ah, ah. Should we do that one more time? Let's do this, okay? So, fourth finger on F. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Ta, ah, ta, 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 ah, ta, 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 ah, 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 hold, ah, ah, ah. Okay, hope you got the tie in there okay. Don't worry if that little bit there is a bit tricky to do. Okay, but it is a really necessary skill, which is why I thought we'd put it in. Okay. Okay, well there we go. There's plenty to do for our 5th lesson. And just one more reminder that you can, if you want to, obviously pause the music, rewind. I think what we'll do to just finish off with is we're going to try and play Blowin in the Wind all the way from the start. And I'm going to play it and you can play along. But this will also work, obviously, as a bit of a practice if you want to rewind and have another go. So here we go. We're going to start with 4th finger on G. There it is. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Ta, ah, ah, rest. Ta, ah, ah. Ta, ah, ah, ah. Okay, well done. So I hope that's been enjoyable, and we've done quite a lot today. So I'm going to leave things there. Plenty for you to practice, Supertrouper, and a bit of Blowin in the Wind. I haven't forgotten Happy, but I realised that we probably needed a bit more time together to go over the next stage. But you obviously can go back to lesson 4 to practice that bit and practice the counting. We're going to do a little bit more on that perhaps next session. as we've done so much today already. So I hope that's been useful. Keep practicing. Thank you very much for all the comments that you've been sending. And again, through our comment section, we are able to answer any questions or queries you might have. Love doing that. Love, sort of helping you out if we can. So again, hope that's been useful. I'm signing off. I'll see you next session.